Hello, my name's Michael Keneally, and this is my offered possible vision journey to connect to, heal and maximize the energies of the full moon of December the 8th, 2022. And what came to me was to see the Western chart of the full moon with a huge red X right across it. Lilith opposite Pluto, Moon Mars opposite Sun, those two red oppositions lines crossing. And so you might want to see that picture in your mind's eye and then look at the Moon Mars opposite Sun red line in the X and go to the Moon Mars end of it. Moon Mars in Taurus, in Gemini in the Western chart. Irritation energy, Moon Mars. And of course the Vedic statement of it is that it is in the sign of Taurus in Rohini Nakshatra. See how Mars fights and irritates the moon. See irritation fighting within a stuck situation. See that picture in your mind's eye. Maybe the warrior, the young warrior fighting some hopeless, stuck situation. And then bring that particular vision down into our personal awareness. No longer on a chart, bring it into our personal awareness and ask, what stuck habit, pattern or situation is causing me irritation now? Name what first comes to your mind. See that specific situation. Observe yourself holding that irritation situation. Probably see power draining out of you, going to waste on the floor as a dark liquid perhaps. See your light dimming. See how this irritation situation and the way you're dealing with it is stark and cuts you off from the fullness of your guiding light and your life purpose because of this stark, irritating situation. You can do a possible banishing thing that I find quite easy to do. One way is to rotate a pendulum in front of your eyes anti-clockwise, or just to do the same with your finger. And this can bring a calming effect as the held irritation, anger, fear, guilt drain away and vanish. It's a good approach, I find, for all sorts of situations that need banishing prior to healing. The pendulum or the finger going anti-clockwise. Now look again upwards and see that Western astrology chart with the big red X of the two oppositions, but focus on the second red line, Lilith, our shadow, where buried material and buried power is, opposite Pluto, Lord of power. Look into Pluto at the bottom of the red line. Tune into Pluto called Hades by the Greeks. How are you feeling now on the issue of power, powerlessness? How do you look? What situation do you see affecting you on the issue of you being in your power, going forward in your power, handling your projects in your power, being in power in your relationship? How do you look? And then go to the other end of the red line, which is Lilith. Look into your shadow. All the stuff that was pushed there, the hurts, the secrets, the guilts. And not just those. The fullness of your power that your family or society could not allow. Your buried, real, full power that wasn't allowed and you didn't know what it was like and couldn't contact it. See it in your shadow with Pluto regarding it, Lord of empowerment. See what is stuffed down there. What do you see that is buried? Tune in also to that shadow area and see the wild you. Not unethical, not wrong, but wild and full. Lovingly include material from the shadow, like full of power, like incorporating the wild you into your body. And again, you can do a banishing movement from all the sort of rubbish and drain items that you see in your shadow that often you don't know. Usually you don't know they're there, but in fact they're so powerful they can even govern your decisions. They can even decide how you decide who you are. So embodying positive things that were buried in your shadow and embodying your wild side, stand in the awareness of that. And then take in both the first step of the stuck, irritating situation and this second step of the you standing in your power and things that were denied and stuffed into the shadow. That you faces the project or the life path that isn't going forward in the way it should, in the way that your life purpose and destiny demand. Balancing those two things. Is there a project that you know is being harmed by all sorts of blocks and by your own lack of power and light? Is there such a project or life path? But remember now, you're standing facing it, embodying your power, embodying your wild side. A more beautiful, powerful you will now walk forward, developing that project, pursuing that pathway. Look, see how your body is walking freer in your mind's vision eye, freer and more powerful. Grasp the authority and pace of this new you and apply it to developing your blocked project or pathway. A new hero self is handling the project or walking the needed pathway. But now that hero self opens his or her vision eye, we bring in Neptune conjunct Jupiter, the visionary power. We walk the path with the light of vision shining down and flooding us. We walk embodying a new power, a new, more divinely inspired purpose. And as we see that, we say, that is the gift of this full moon. I will ensure I do it. I will ensure I accept the gift. During the time of the full moon and the days rolling forward, I will bring to my mind's eye this vision, transforming myself and transforming my project and pathway.